And in the meantime, won't you tell us a little bit about yourself first and how you got into crypto and Wax, and then just dive right into all the crazy stuff you do.
All right, well, crazy stuff coming, guys. Yeah, this is sort of a rabbit hole of blends and
Exactly.
all sorts of goodness. So it's a filmmaking experience. There is one film available, and sorry, it's one short film available and one feature-length film available under the collection. You begin as an intern because Futures Relic received information that a curious traveler found some film pieces and old film sets abandoned out in the desert. So the curious traveler, he sent to us all the crates that he found of all the stuff that he found out in the desert for us to sift through and to make sense out of it and to edit whatever comes out of it. So we received stuff in the form of canisters, and they were coming from crates. So we can see here that we have a crate and we have a single canister. This canister is from the first location. It has 24 NFTs. And then we had the second location, which also has 24 NFTs. And you can see the crates are a little bit different from the first and the second location. And we are still waiting for the third location, which is stuck at customs. They won't let it go, and they told us that they have found some fishy stuff inside, and we will have to deal with that shortly. So when you open those, to gain those, actually, you either buy them or you can go through the internship. So if you come in as an intern, you would get a help wanted, which is kind of the entry point as it is right now. This help wanted is a pack. When you open it, you get a studio instrument and you get an intern package or a precision intern package. So you would open all of those, and then you would go through processes of doing intern tasks and recycling and all that. And that will land you an intern editor card in the end, and some wax seals which act as currency. And you can use those wax seals to blend. So let's say you would do the whole process. Let's say you've done it, because all the information is on the site, on our Discord. You can follow through with the links. It's not that hard, but you get the feel of how in-depth this collection gets.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do get some wax seals, then you're able to get these small canisters from a second location or a film box. And let's have a look real quick. For a film box, you need 18 wax seals. So you may or may not have seen these.
Yeah, so the wax seals are kind of like...
we are at 180,000.
Wow, it's like currency inside your collection.
And that's it. So instead of using a token, because when I started the collection, tokens weren't that easily created. You know, now with WaxDAO, you can just do one anytime, right? But before, you had to spend, people were asking like $300 to create a token. So instead, we did it this way. We used an NFT as a currency. And you do get those as a reward for various things that you do.
Cool.
So you can get either film box, which is the first location, or a small canister, which is the second location. The locations work with chapters. So the first location is chapter 0 and 1, and then second location is chapter 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then the last locations, the third location will be chapters 6 and 7, which will complete the short film for the Well Keeper. And yeah, so basically that's what we're doing. We're assembling a film through various types of pieces. So right now I'm using 24 of these wax seals in order to get a second location canister. Let's go to my packs, actually. I'll open one right now, and just so you can get a feel. I'm pretty sure a lot of you already know this, but let's go through it.
Well,
small canister,
real
it has
quick.
8 NFTs.
Mousse says, I have a teaser 1, part
Yes.
1, no mercy. I have many NFTs, notes, pencils, paper clips from a while ago. That's what happens with Futures Relic. You wind up with a bunch of just random little tidbits. To be honest, I didn't go after what to do with these.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool too. A little collectible, but you can always look into. And they do stake in different places.
Oh
like
yeah,
Wombat
yeah.
too. Awesome.
So for the teaser one, part one, you are able to find other parts if you are able to, and otherwise, I still have some of those parts, and I will revisit and make them available once again. There were 3 trailers when we released the teaser trailers. So if you have a part 1 of trailer 1, that's awesome. Hang on to it. You'll find more pieces eventually. What we did over the holidays is we also have a Christmas trailer for No Mercy, and there were 9 parts. So people were to blend the 9 parts. That would make a one of 6 variations blend. And then we also had skins. And if you were to use a skin, then it would create another variation of that Christmas trailer. So in the end, the Christmas trailer, we had 42 variations available with that many blends. And they all had capped mints, so that way in Dungeon Master you had very good staking value.
Awesome.
So yeah, because at first we weren't really in Dungeon Master, all the mints were open capped, and just recently we've started to cap them and to try to make this, to branch
otherwise
off
it's 5
into
MP.
these various caps.
But you can also lock. You use
there
that
you go.
too.
Otherwise it's 5.
That's what we're doing this
but for
weekend.
some reason doesn't seem to work.
Oh yeah.
It works if you do it before you do the update within Wombat. If you've already updated that template and it's set as an uncapped one, I tried to update the update once and go like, oh, this template is now like this, and they were like, oh no, that one is already entered. We don't take it back. So
oh really?
Because
I thought they did for me.
Before.
I thought I said, hey, these ones are locked now.
Well, maybe they did. I did it a few months ago, and they refused it. And I was like, oh, come on. So, I changed my ways in that. I didn't make a big fuss. I just changed my ways, and it decided to branch off. So whatever will be, even if you blend and it goes into an uncapped NFT, eventually I will create some branching off with variations of all kinds.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
so it just becomes a variation wonderland, let's call it. So within the collection, when you open these canisters, you get picture slides of various brandings. So let's say like this fungi film slide is a uncommon one because it is green, and it is uncommon. So I'm using brands, fake brands like CoinLux, which is the common. And also you get different types of pieces because you have slides and they all have the rarities from common to mythic, but then you have different types of things. The idea was to have commons were the slides, and then you had these preview monitors, which were the uncommon, and then you have these these negatives, which act as rare, and then you have an animation cellulose, which is a totally animation film that goes into epic. We have scrolls, which are legendary, and we have mutoscopes as mythic. So it all sounds like gibberish, and it is not. Everything is sort of related to filmmaking and film stuff,
Film stuff. I got a
so
couple.
that's why it is a filmmaking experience.
I got a couple questions. Yeah. Prince Paradox.
All right, go for it.
Ask him about milk bagging machines. What's that mean?
Okay, so the story with that is in Canada we have milk bags, right? And my dad invented a bagger, so it's just a part that goes into the whole line of production. But there was a problem where the bags would come in and they would always tear apart and make a whole mess of milk everywhere. So my dad invented this this sort of feeding into the milk bags that went twice the speed that they had it. So
nice.
It wasn't his invention. He had it patented, and that way I did get to visit a whole bunch of dairy factories and stuff as a kid, and I saw all those machines and all that. So
nice. There's an NFT of it in the game too. Okay. One more question,
so
and you can.
As a challenge.
Well, I have this bounty block ready. Can you? What kind of prizes do you want to put on it? Can you name anything?
You have what? You have a draw. Let's put a promo pack.
As many as you want.
Run there.
All right, promo pack. Nice. Anything else?
I'm sorry. What was the question then?
Just whatever.
It's for a giveaway, right?
Yeah, we're having a giveaway that'll end at the end of this hour. So whatever you want to add to it, anything at all. So I got promo pack.
Oh, okay. Do we have how many?
Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. I don't know how many are going to enter, but like 5 or something is fine.
Well, what are you looking for? Are you looking for 5, 50, 1,000?
Yeah, let's do 1,000. No, how about 5? 5 prizes.
Okay, so 1,000 each.
All right. Okay, they can all be promo packs. Let's do that. 5 promo packs. There you go.
Yeah, let's do promo packs. I have no problem with
Simple.
that. The promo packs, they have a whole bunch of possibilities. They have 10 possibilities of stuff coming to you, each at 10% chance. So they are quite good for the luck part.
Nice.
When I launched these promo packs, I made a mistake. So at first we had this whitelisted NFT. Okay. At first we had this whitelisted NFT. I'm just seeing that it's cropping the screen a little bit. It's okay. So you have this whitelisted. It's non-transferable. You keep it in your wallet, and this allows you to pick up this promo pack right now. But the second one, I'll just show you real quick. I have to confess, I always admit my mistakes here and there because they are funny. So this is a new pack to get. This was the old pack to get. This pack is canceled. If you have this pack, it's no good. I made a big mistake, which was to open the drop without a limit. It had a cooldown, but it had 0 instead of 1 as an account limit. So as soon as the drop went on,
oh god,
4,000 of these packs were claimed. So it emptied completely my my Nifty block RAMs here. All of this was emptied in matters of seconds.
Wow!
So I canceled this pack. I made a blend as well. And now we have this one instead. It's the same thing, but this one is working. Yeah. And if you have the whitelisted, you're able to claim this pack every 8 hours.
Where's the whitelist link? Can you give us that?
Yes. So the link is directly in the drops.
Cool. So this is... I didn't even realize you were doing that this weekend.
At my booth.
So if you get that whitelist, then you can get the pack, and there's 2 promo NFTs in the pack. Nice. Bots are so evil. Oh, how much was the drop that they got that much? Or was it free? The bots. Because usually bots don't hit it that much, that quick, unless it's free. Here, I have a bounty block now. We're ready to go. So if you guys want to enter that in the next half hour, there you go. Hit that guy. A little bit of following, a little, 1 retweet. What's up, Optic Redrum? Good morning. Everybody else here. 15 people at the booth. Love it. 38 in the stream. Love it. It's awesome. From the very first event. All 3 days. The very first event. All 3 days. You guys are awesome. Doing a little work, Relic. Yeah, he does a lot of these campaigns too that are ongoing. Like they'll be like this, like for this weekend, he'll come out with this crazy blend concoction and packs to do different things that are like short term, and that's awesome. Also collabs, We've had a collab already. The last Digicon we had, he did a time card where you had to, through using blending, you would punch in twice a day to like you're going to work. That looks like time cards, and you would be blending on NFT blocks. The next one you would get would be one that has 2 holes punched and stuff. And so much work involved just to set things like that up. But while working, he's got the job too, and he does everything by himself. This whole collection is all Mr. Relic. So shouts, man. Shouts. Oh, if he's hearing me. You hearing me? Randman has the mint #1 version of the one promo pack that you can't unpack until year 2027. Gotta hold on to it. So that's the mistake one that he's just saying. Is that right? Yeah. What'd you get on the other one? Did you get that too? The correct one? Or are you gonna wait on the blend? Oh, okay, that's why he's not talking. He says on the screen share, I got disconnected 2 secs. But your screen share's working. That's why I was like, are you still there? Alright. Works, no problem. That's funny, he pulled up a notepad on the screen share. That's funny. But yeah, we got our link there, so that's something you guys can do. Go ahead and enter. I'll draw it here in 25 minutes. And 5 of them will be a promo pack. So that's cool. There we go. I see the retweets. There you go, guys. Love it. He's coming. He's on the way. Okay. That's weird that... Oh, he must have just... There you are. How'd you disconnect from Inverse but not the internet? Your screen share still worked.
Oh, man. Well... You know, like you know, in the tab, it becomes like a red circle there. So that red circle, I had 2 of them and I closed one. So I didn't get disconnected. I booted myself.
Oh, it's a user error disconnect. I got you.
Yeah. It's an ID10T error, you know.
No problem.
So I was going to say, because I was talking and I was like, what the hell is going on? I can't hear him and he's not responding. I was like, okay. So anyways.
Yeah.
You were talking about the time cards I did at the last Digicon there.
Right.
That was a simplified version of what exists, which is the payroll.
Mm-hmm. So, real quick, can you get that link for the whitelist and throw it in the chat?
Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's where I did close my thing. Okay. So real quick. Let's do this and that. Let's copy this and that, this, that. All right. So in the Twitter and Twitch
or the booth chat.
This, and I will put it in the booth chat as well. Oh my God, man, it's so slow.
Yeah, mine's slow too. What are you saying, Lou Rude? It says Inverse is sharing whose screen? We have the Twitch at the bottom right. That's the Twitch. Which, yeah, if you don't want to see the Twitch at the bottom right, you can close it. All right, there we go. There's a drop link. I'm going to throw that into the Twitch. Click wrong mouse button and get booted, says Peter Potts.
At least I'm seeing I'm not the only one who gets booted by itself.
I'm going to also VIP. I dropped the link in the Twitch chat too, but I'm also going to VIP you so you can do links in the future. You can post relics in the future. Nice. So that's something anybody can do. Hit up that whitelist, and then you can get the promo pack.
Yeah, that's it. Lots of stuff in there.
And the promo pack is free once you have whitelist, right?
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
So that's why. So the first mistake one, you just let it go for free without a whitelist. Is that why?
Well, there was the whitelist. You needed the whitelist. Only it wasn't limited to one every 8 hours for some reason. When I
Right,
made
but
it,
so you mean whitelisted people just bagged a whole bunch? Is that true?
that's it. Yeah, and they went
Oh.
like 100 packs at a time as soon as they
Oh,
found
because
out.
they're all free. Okay, so
Because they were all
so
free.
they
Some
weren't
people,
bots, but it was just users that saw, ooh, I can get a whole bunch. That
That's
sucks.
it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, well.
Some of the people on my Discord, they said as soon as they saw that, they tried to go super fast, try to empty the RAMs to avoid the packs falling to wrong hands.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's actually cool that your community did that for that reason. Like, no, let's bag these up and take his RAM, and we'll put them to good use still without a bad actor doing just flipping them. That's cool.
That's it. So I accepted the loss. It was a couple of bucks actually. I think it was around 300 wax to cover those RAMs. And what
it
I
happens.
did is,
Creators make mistakes, and you just gotta roll with it sometimes.
that's it. And I still have 244 of those packs. I can blend those, and for some reason they're CKZUA. Wow, someone called CKZUA. Oh no, they sent it to the wrong wallet. That's funny. Anyways, I was just having a look here. Okay, let me roll back here because I was about to talk about the payroll.
Excellent.
Because the payroll is very interesting and probably the most complicated thing I've done so far.
Well, that's got to be really complicated then.
That's really complicated, and yeah, no joke, no joke. So I kind of accepted. Oh non, tu es toute triste. Je parle avec beaucoup de gens. Hein. Tu peux t'approcher ici si tu veux, mais j'ai pas le temps de checker des choses.
Mais t'as-tu un petit crème glacée qui est blanc?
Pas là, je vais pas le checker plus tard, ok?
Mais que s'appelle vanille, là, la petite
Je sais pas!
qui est bien là-dedans.
Ouais, je sais pas, ma belle.
Tu ne le sais pas?
Non. Attends un petit peu, on va regarder ça après, ok? My daughter's asking for toys. She doesn't remember where she put it.
Oh no!
A month or so ago. So, anyways, we'll look into it later. Yeah. So let's say you want to get started or whatever, you would do the help wanted thing, and then you become an intern editor, and then you can bribe the HR department to get hired. So this is why hired wax bribe here. And for 66 wax, once you have this, you bring it to blends and you blend it. So you will get a, you would be an employee on payroll. You didn't know.
Just open a pack, says Optic Red Rum. What?
So once you do that, payroll. Jeez, man. So once you blend that hired card, you get this this hired ID card. I'm sorry. And once you have this ID card, then you're set. You're able to begin your journey as a hired employee. So you would get a blank time card here. You would get a day because you need to spend for your day here. You know, take the bus, eat your lunch, and stuff like that. So this is just like pretty cheap, but it covers all the RAMs and stuff like that. And then you would get a schedule. You can get these once a week, the schedules. Every schedule has a 1% chance of dropping a training day. If you get that, you're like one of the luckiest person on the blockchain.
Oh man.
And you can also, this is if you get hired. If you want to try it out and you just did the help wanted thing, then you are an intern editor and you're able to get this schedule for an intern editor, which is just a 4-day work week.
Hey, Peskas,
So
would you mind muting?
all of this is,
Thank you.
what's that?
Never mind.
Yeah, someone is listening to music. I was trying to ignore it.
No, you're good. You're good.
And yeah, so the way this is becoming very complicated is you need to clock in. So I have a mechanical pencil and I have regular pencil. So clocking in manually requires these 3 things. Requires a pencil, an hourglass, and a day, because you have a time card and you need to fill it out. Okay? So you would blend this. It becomes a clocked manually like this. So you need to open this. So you go to My Pack. You open this. And this gives you a... So this gives you a clocked in and out manually, plus the pencil. I was lucky enough to get my pencil back because you get a 1/3 of a chance to get your pencil back. Otherwise, it uses it.
Uses
and I will explain why.
I love it. You use
Yeah.
blends to create actual things, actual actions that relate to real life using the blends like that. Like your pen, you use your
That's
pencil.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah, you've used it. Exactly. In the end, what this does is once you go to blend again, so we've clocked in, and I think I'm going to revise the blends because the categories, they are working, but they are showing slowly, sort of. So anyways, so once you have clocked in, I don't remember where my schedule is at, so let's have a look here. I have a... No, not that one. Oh, damn. Anyways, you use your clock on your time card, and it will fill it as you go. It's just tough right now. I'll need to open all the blends and see which one I have or don't have. Now, in connection with the payroll, I've made the jerry-rigging work. Job, kind of. So if you were lucky to get a schedule and find a 1% chance to get a training day, then you can use that training day to become a jerry-rigging licensee. So if you're able to do jerry-rigging, then you're able to build the mechanical pencil. So instead of using just pencils, you're using a mechanical pencil, so you have more chance of retrieving your pencil without having it damaged and stuff. And since you're a jerry-rigger, then you're able to repair your mechanical pencil. At first, it has 2 leads. If you repair it, it'll bring it to 3 leads. So they'll last because the chances of it degrading are very low. And even if you want to go even higher than that, you can use time clocks. And the time clocks have the best chance of survival throughout. And they have like 7 depths of survival. So you have a brand new one, you have a barely used one, then you got a little bumped up, then one that's overheated, then it has a lot of chances of doing that. It's very deep, very complex, but also everything works, and that's the most important thing, I believe. So I have time cards here and a clock. Okay, so I have empty time cards and not this one. I had to close that guy, right? What the heck? I keep closing the good ones. Anyway, so I'm going to use my clock with a 1 day filled out time card for editing. So I'm going to fill out day 2. And by doing that, you auto select and then you blend. This brings you to a 2 days filled out time card. So the idea is to do this once a day, not do it all in 1 day because I don't know, it takes up RAMs and stuff like that. So I did it that way so that people are able to kind of like a clicker. You come in, you take your day, you take a pencil, you take an hourglass, you blend it, you've clocked in for your day. And let's see here. Oh yeah, I don't have it clocked in. So you see, it's kind of tedious if you do it all in 1 day, and if you don't open all your blends and tabs, it gets kind of tedious. So that's why doing it from day to day is the best way of doing it, because you're just doing a few actions, and then by the end of the week, you can open this time card and you will get a reward in credits and in wax seals. And you can also keep your filled out schedule for future paydays. Paid vacation, I mean. So, man, just listening to myself, I'm like, oh my God, this is so complicated. And it is. So I will not.
The point is to dive in, though. Like the collectors that have been in, they're looking for more and more in-depth blends, and you're providing it. So that's cool.
So look, have a look. This is the mechanical pencil.
Jerry rigged. I like
Juste
it, how you're.
ailleurs. Peux-tu aller ailleurs, s'il te plaît? Je suis en train de parler ici. So this is the mechanical pencil, and this is the time clock. So if you get the time clock, you have the best chances of survival with that thing. And even if it degrades once, the price of repair is so small to begin with. But you need to be a jerry-rigging licensee to begin with, right? To use this. The mechanical pencil, anyone can use it, and has better odds than using a pencil. I'm going really in depth into the jerry rigging. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. It's fun.
It's interesting.
And if you want to see the milk bagger, well, this is where you get the milk. This is where you get the milk bag thing. I'm trying to zoom in. For some reason, it's not zooming in. Anyways, it's right here.
Oh yeah.
Right here is the milk bagger design.
A patent design, a drawing. I like it.
There. Yeah, so this is where the 3 milk bags would go into there and fall into one big bag that gets closed up, so that when you buy your milk bags, they come in triples and counts as 4 liters.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not in pints or ounces; it's in liters here in Canada, right? Get the metric system.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know how to use that stuff in the U.S. We can't be doing that. We don't know how to count in tens. We only have our measurements.
in football field measurements.
Yeah. Awesome.
So let's fish for some questions, I guess, because
questions.
I did my bit. I've proved that this is complicated, so I don't need to prove anymore, right?
Yeah. Hey, my questions for Mr. Future's Relic. You're such a hardworking guy. People have said you're such a smart guy to put it all together and make it all work, and I totally agree. You really got such an imagination and creativity to make it all like come together, and it's a ton of work to do that stuff. But it's for the community. The community is awesome. You got a vibrant Discord, which is on the Bounty Block too. Join the Discord, see what's going on in there. Yeah, just looking at more art is cool too. The No Mercy. Oh, look at that. We got some jigsaw puzzles. Where would that be from? What's that logo on there?
I don't know. Looks like it's broken up into pieces.
What are those logos on there? That's cool. So you do collab NFTs as well. That's what that was. Pieces from a puzzle traveler.
Doesn't this look good?
It does.
And I could have used just these 2 pieces for this event, but I did them from scratch actually. So
yeah, they're similar.
Because from memory, these pieces when I used them, they didn't really fit like this. I thought it was cool for the collab, but I thought for NFTopia I wanted them to fit, so I redid them from scratch.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Thank you for
that.
Man,
this was a really good looking collab. Look at that shit, huh?
All the number of things that I do.
Hey, there are 16 left of these. 16
There's still
left
some
of
left.
These.
Those are mythics. You have to blend up to get them, but so it's kind of slides through the different things I work on. Multiple products.
Yeah, that's it.
Really awesome.
Look at that. Let's see. This wasn't limited, okay, but we should limit it.
I already locked my version.
Yeah, this is a blend. So as long as these exist.
Yeah, those are locked now, though. There's no more new ones.
Okay. But still, it's like 231, and we have 226. There are still 5 available.
Oh.
No, but I remember that. No, we would need to look.
You'd have to get them from the
I'm
market.
Leaving it up. You know, if someone buys one from the market or something like that, then they can.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
There's 60 circulating, so yeah, I'm leaving it up until that gets blended.
It looks cool too, right? Look at that cool animation right there, breaking apart. I love it. And that was his doing.
I did that.
That was his doing. Crypto Foxy, I bought some new NFTs. I didn't win any giveaway, but I'm buying a lot of NFTs this weekend. Haha, crazy. Wow. That's what NFTopia is about, right? Awesome.
Let's see if we can find some of these. Oh, look at that. There's 2 of these available still. pretty cheap, under $1, man. So get cracking, people. This from ConsumerBreak. You can get this puzzle piece. And then if you want, you can bring it over here and you can blend it to get this this collab one that we had.
What do you mean? That wasn't my drop, right?
Well, this was your drop. So let's say people were to get this. I'll put it in the Twitch.
Well,
there
they're
are
locked
two.
now,
If people
though.
want to jump on it and get it, they can get it.
No, they're locked. I don't see how you can buy more of them.
They are locked, but they're on the market.
Oh, so it's not a drop. Oh,
Not a drop,
I'm confusing myself. Whoops, that's my bad. Brain fart.
It's all good.
I thought we were looking at drops. I was like, I don't have a drop link. So on the market, you can buy them from the market, and then you can blend them. Yeah, you can.
Let's see how fast they go.
And that's from our collection, and they stake in Wombat too, and they're locked. So that they do have MP on their own, or you can blend them into this pack, and then work on getting those jigsaws. Nice. Oh, there's a link
so that's
there.
available. Yeah, if you get these from ConsumerBreak, you're able to blend them within Futures Relic to get this collaboration piece. And if you get the requirements, you're able to blend them into the Mythic.
The Mythic is several lanes up. You're gonna have to get higher rarities of the jigsaws, and the lower rarities blend into higher rarities. So that's something that he does too. That way, if you get a bunch of low ones with RNG, but you keep getting different ones, you can blend them together to get the higher rarities. And as you go up, you'll make your way to Mythic. I don't remember how many tiers there are, but if you do get the Mythic, then that guy's a nice one. That's the slideshow.
Yeah, that's it. This is not capped yet. I should cap it. But if ever you get around to having a token, what I've done recently, I had a collaboration with Rare City NFT. Oh, it's not in blends, it's in drops. Sorry. But we did a collab with Rare City, and what we ended up doing is you can stake these into WAXDAO, and you get some RAR-C, which is the Rare City token. So I thought it was a good idea. And on his side, he also made a collaboration, and he already has a staking platform. So he made Relic's collaboration, and those are stakeable on his platform. So I thought that was a nice feedback.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice
you're always you're always thinking about utility and how to add it, and that includes the collabs. That's awesome. Love it. As far as our token, I don't know about that. Maybe in the future. I'm not thinking about our token.
I bought the contract. I didn't do any tokens yet. In my opinion, all tokens crash because of exploitation or abuse or flippers and stuff like that. So I always keep that in mind, and until I get a proper plan.
Yeah, same here. I want a lot more users and utility in place before I launch any kind of token. Because of that, I don't want.
That's it.
I don't want to worry about price crashing.
Really seems to have nailed it, though.
Yeah, WAXNFT is.
They also have a check.
It at least allows us the option to create our own for like with a dashboard without coding. So the option is there for anybody, which is great. But then what happens? You have to plan all that out unless you want it to crash right away. Or be garbage. You gotta have utility on. You gotta have reasons to spend the token to where they get burned up. That's what you gotta do.
I was the first to use the bulk function within WAXDAO. So I was bugging Mike Decrypto. I was bugging him because I was like, dude, I really need to enter all my templates, but I want them to have various MPs. I don't want to just go like the full collection is available and just take whatever. I wanted them to have different MPs in there, and the only way to do it was to enter each template with a different value and stuff. So to do it in bulk, I was looking for someone to create some script on the side. I even asked NFT Hive, which is listening in right now, because they also have a nice bulk template creation on their site. Nice. So I ended up making this spreadsheet, which allows me to fill in the MPs I need and the amounts and all that. And in the end, I have the command lines. So I would just copy this, bring it in a notepad, change like one small thing in a replace type of thing, and then I can just copy it over to blocks and just create, boom, like nearly 1,000 templates added to Wax DAO with each of them their own values and stuff.
Wow,
so
that's cool.
if ever anyone is interested in something like that,
yeah, I mean, I'm going to version 2 next week actually, and I'm gonna assign all those MPs for the first time.
So that's
but maybe I'll use this. But I thought I can do it one by one. I have a list of templates. I don't have 1,000 templates. I don't have 1,000 templates.
If you have reasonable amounts, but I do have 1,000 freaking templates.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. You don't want to do it one by one with 1,000. No. But cool.
And just to show off, I don't have 1,000 templates. I have over 2,000 templates under Futures Relic. I'm not boasting being the biggest collection or whatever, but I am.
You definitely got a lot of content. Absolutely. Look at all that. Almost a million mints, man. Woo!
Almost a million mints.
Getting there. Getting there. Almost 900K. That'll be a celebration with a million mints.
A lot of those are the wax seals. That's crazy amount of wax seals were distributed. Well, not an S, wax seal.
Oh, yeah. Look at the mint counts of those. It's huge.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's going this way, huh? So wax. Come on, I have big fingers this morning. Wax seal. But yeah, look at that. 185,000 were
minted, but 167
were burned.
So people are using them, and that's great. That's what they're for.
They're using
to burn them to get stuff. So that's great.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, at one point, once I did calculate it, and it was like a 97 burn rate. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, if they would just linger, that would kind of suck. But the fact that they're being used that much, you know, that's,
right? Exactly. If they're just there, not being used, then it defeats the purpose. It's like your money inside your collection, so that they are being used. I love that. Like your money inside your collection, so that they are being used. I love that. Like your money inside your collection. NFT Andrew, can you mute? I love that. Feedback. Like your money inside your collection. NFT Andrew, can you mute?
Everyone left their mics on at the same time.
Oh my gosh! All right, thanks.
I see we're on the final 7 minutes here.
Last call on the bounty block. Yep, last call. And anything final you want to show?
Questions there. We've got plenty coming. I have tons of ideas. We do collabs. When I do a collab, I always try to kind of study the collection a little bit. And you see, like this.
Yeah, you don't want to collab with something that's going to be garbage or like a scam even. So you definitely want to look into it.
Yeah, but I try to add something to it, like this Rare City collaboration there. He has all sorts of different types of his NFTs to stake, and he kind of makes a story of a city. So, you know, I made sort of a map like a theme park, and we have all the districts, like the blockheads, like the tokenaires, like the creamlins, the monkeys, the twabs and stuff, and he's got various platforms. So what I did is I broke it down, and I made them souvenirs as if you were touring like a tourist down in the city. So you can get some common snapshots, some uncommon stamps, some rare buttons, some epic flags, you know, those sports flags that you would get, legendary keychains, which represent his heroes. So if you would get one of each, then you could blend the mythic, and then you're able to stake that into the Wax DAO. So that's the sort of dynamic I did. Took me months to finish this freaking collaboration.
Yeah, wow.
Just because I wasn't satisfied with the amount of detail that I was putting in. It's kind of crazy the amount of NFTs that I made for this one. I think it's over 60-something templates for just this collaboration alone. And yeah, I feel that you can see the love in there. And you know,
you put in such hard work, so passionate about all of it too, just really all about it. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna draw some winners here, but
okay,
yeah,
so yes, let's do that.
Any questions for the man? Otherwise, go into his Discord and start with the help wanted. If you're brand new, start with the help wanted and start like diving in. There's so much in the collection. He just said 2,000 templates, so much involved. And as you can see, such a great guy that's just really all about Wax and helping. And again, he helped with NFTopia as well. He reached out to a lot of sponsors and helped me with the puzzle jigsaw. I wouldn't have done it in time without your help. So we probably wouldn't have done it.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not taking credits for NFTopia, but I did push a lot at the end of Digicon. What was I saying? I was saying we need to gather now.
We need to make sure it happens. Don't everybody scatter. Everyone's involved. Like everyone's on board right now at Digicon. Make sure it still happens in 2 months. Yeah.
That's it. That's what I pushed, and that happened, and I just pulled away because I was too busy. And you know, I'm not good at organizing big stuff like that. I just thought it was really important to gather everyone together.
Yeah, but you know a lot of creators in this space, so you did help a lot to reach out to tell sponsors. Because I don't know everyone. I guess I know at this point some, but there's a lot I don't too. So, and it was not just you. Tron Company and Zolar also did a whole bunch of that too. So that's very helpful.
There you go.
All right,
it's a community thing because otherwise, if we let it go, then we'll lose it. So
yeah, exactly. We can't lose it. Look how much fun we're having this weekend. We can't lose this. All right, I got some winners here out of 17 people. Thank you all for entering and being here today. The NFTopia pin will go to uxt3k.c.wam. Who's Optic Red Rum on Twitter. Congrats. And then we got the pack of 1 promo from ConsumerBreak. Goes to Regib. Congrats. And then we have these promo packs from Futures Relic. G4VQW.wham. LFCE4.wham. Pixel Mini. Congrats. HDARS.wham. And BMLAW.wham. Congratulations. I'm going to throw these into your DM, Futures Relic, so you can just do that later.
Okay, excellent.
Congratulations! Twice today. Yeah, if you hang out at the old hype train, maybe you can win multiple. Hey, people have done that already. The past 2 days, there's people that have just been winning multiple times just because you're entering, and the RNG is with you. So thank you all for being here. Do you wanna? We're gonna move on to next. We'll be at we're in the same hall, so it'll be just right across on the other side with Besties, which is by Nefty Blocks. But while I'm still gonna paste these addresses, is there any last words you want to say to the fam?
Well, no, seriously. Thanks everyone for stopping by. It's you know, it's a community thing. You guys being there, that's how this moves on, and I think there's some hope for crypto just moving up a little bit. We just have to huddle, stay in there, keep adding value by making, like, you know, good projects and thought out stuff and all that. Let's not try to we're not trying to wipe everyone with profile pictures.
Exactly.
I don't know, man. It's like my usual words are like communication is the key. And interpretation is the lock. So keep that in mind. And
words of wisdom from Mr. Relic. Awesome.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff, you know.
Thank you. Thanks for the presentation. Thank you all for coming. This is insane to me. Like, this is awesome. 53 in the Twitch just because no raids or nothing. Just because I'm streaming NFTopia. It's crazy. And then right here in the booth. Look at this crazy booth. That's awesome. 20, 21, 22, 23 people right here in the booth.
Holy shit.
Just love it. Love it. And if there was anybody that's new to any of these AMA projects, hopefully you dig them and check them out. It's all good peoples. If they're getting on a cam to do a presentation, that's already a lot above a project that doesn't do that stuff. You're adding a whole lot of trust whenever the creator's right in the open and talking about it. So thank you. Thank you for doing that. And let's go ahead and meander over to the other side of right here, the middle booth, which will be Besties by Nefty Blocks. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and raid the hype train.
Excellent. Thanks for coming, guys.
I was gonna have train sound effects and stuff. I didn't get that far. Next NFTopia, I'll have some choo-choos.